Hello everybody. So today I would like to talk about my daily routine as a carnivore. And end it off with talking about a little bit about intermittent fasting. So I wrote a list of things that I did yesterday. 7:30, I got up, went down to the exercise room here in my condo, did about 15 minutes on the elliptical machine and about 20 minutes on doing like bench pressing for chest exercise, and did some stretching. So about a 45-minute workout. Then I came back up to my condo, my unit, and got into the shower, had a really hot shower, and then I blasted on the cold water to shock my body. But what I try to do, the reason why I do this is I try to remain as calm as possible while the cold water is hitting me. It's hard to do, but it's a practice for me. It's a practice in, do I react to external extremes, or do I remain calm and respond? And so that physical exercise of doing hot to cold and trying to remain calm in that, it's a good practice to do, so that you learn how not to be reactive but responsive. It's one of many exercises. Anyways, after that, I get dressed. Don't want to forget to get dressed, you know. Go out in the street naked, downtown Toronto here. Not a good idea. Although in the summertime, I've seen people pretty much naked anyways, and nobody seems to make a big deal about it. But anyways, I'm sidetracking here. So yeah, what do I have here? I get dressed. Oh yeah, and then I tidy my place up. I do my bed. Very important. Do your bed every morning. I highly recommend it. I just like to keep the place orderly, you know. It's just, I don't know, I function better in an orderly place. Even as an artist, some people think artists are messy and disorderly, and they work better that way. It's kind of the whole myth about, you know, the genius and just, you know, his daily, he cares nothing about his external environment because he's way up in the clouds somewhere. Not true, not true. At least not for me. I'm an artist, I'm a painter, and I need to have orderliness. And even when I paint, I don't get messy. I could wear an Armani suit and do a painting and not get a drop of paint on my clothes. So after that, yeah, get back to my routine here. After I've tidied up, I'm well awake, ready to take on the day, but then I stop and have a time of spiritual devotion, which involves reading the Bible, contemplating on the teachings of Jesus, saying the Lord's Prayer, praying for my family, praying for the leaders of the world, and surrendering myself to God. I try to do that every morning, and I find that really important. It's not enough to invest in your health. It's not enough to invest in external things, you know, to build up everything in this world, because I own this condo, I have investments in the stock market, I have a car, I have things, but all of this, including my own body, will one day be gone. And so for me, there's got to be something deeper than that. There's got to be something spiritual, eternal. So I like, you know, those morning devotions. It's like my investment in eternity. Each his own, though, whatever you know, whatever. Anyways, on to the next thing. After that, I go for a coffee at Jimmy's Coffee. I bring my doodle journal with me and my daily Stoic. And so I first read a little bit out of the daily Stoic, contemplate on, you know, something from Marcus Aurelius, some profound wisdom. And then I get into my morning doodling. And let me show you what I'm talking about here. So every morning I try to do a doodle. it's, yeah, no, that's right, yeah. And these are the kind of, I do these abstract doodles. And then I will post them on Instagram. My Instagram account is DJ Kelly Art, one word, if you're interested in looking at what I post there every day. I try to put something up. Sometimes I put 2 postings up. The painting behind me, which I did, is up there as well. So if you're interested in the arts at all, you may want to check that out, DJ Kelly Art on Instagram. And that's really my big thing, is doing my art. Most of the time I will spend the afternoon painting. But yesterday I had to go off to see my, where am I now on the list here? So yeah, I've had my coffee. Oh yeah, so I came back to the condo, got all my tax receipts, and I had to go off and see my accountant yesterday and get things going for tax time. And then I came back to my condo and went out and walked over to Kensington Market, a couple mile walk, and picked up some kefir, fish, and raw cheese, and then came back home. And then, so I get back home, it's after 4 o'clock. Now, what I haven't mentioned here is what I've eaten so far, and that's because I haven't eaten yet. I've been going all day long. You know, I've had a workout, I've done a long walk, I've been running around doing other things throughout the day, and it's after 4 o'clock, and I still haven't eaten yet. And that's not uncommon for me. I like to practice intermittent fasting. I mean, usually I will finish, my last meal of the day will be at around 8 o'clock at night. It'll be a little like evening snack, and that's it. That's it. I'm done eating for the rest of the night. Before, I used to eat throughout the night as well. Like when I was eating high carb, predominantly plant-based, I was never satiated, and I felt, you know, this is where I was getting into the problem of eating junk food. But now, like eating predominantly meat, almost exclusively animal products, I'm satiated. I can go for hours and be energized, not feel hungry, and just be satiated. And that's what I love about eating this way. I seem to have better control over what I eat and when I eat it. And my energy levels are top notch. Like all day yesterday, I maybe it crossed my mind a couple of times about getting something to eat, but I was so busy running around that it wasn't that important. I knew that I could eat later on. I wasn't starving. My energy levels were good, so it wasn't necessary. And even now, like it's, what time is it? It's 1:35. I haven't eaten yet today. I've had a workout. I've done my daily doodle. I've cleaned my unit here. I did some vacuum cleaning, some mopping, and now I plan to eat. Like I don't usually go all the way till after 4 o'clock before I eat anything. Normally I'll eat like at around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then at around 5 I'll have dinner. So after this video, I plan to have some raw wild sockeye that I bought at the market yesterday, and that'll be my first meal of the day. I love intermittent fasting. I think it's a good component to add into your diet, your lifestyle, whatever. And yeah, I think that's really the whole point of this video. It wasn't so much dragging you through my boring day, but to show you how I practice intermittent fasting and how easy it is to do on the carnivore diet.